Welcome to Learn Yourself. Today we are going to understand in-text question of chapter 9. This is under CBSE Standard 9 syllabus. This is from the page number 118. First question is, which of the following has more inertia? So here what we have to keep in our mind, that whose mass is more. As the mass is towards the heavier side, the inertia will be more. So whose mass is more, that object's inertia will also be towards higher side. So rubber ball and a stone of a same size. So whose mass is more from this stone? So stone's inertia will be more. From rubber ball and stone's mass is more. So stone's inertia is more. Bicycle and a train. So train mass is more, so train's inertia will also be more. A 5 rupee coin or a 10 rupee coin. So 10 rupee coin its mass is more, so that's why 10 rupee coin has more inertia. Second question is, in following examples, try to identify number of times the velocity of the ball changes. So when the velocity will change? Once the external unbalanced force will be applicable to that moving ball, or its direction we are changing with certain force. So in this both of the situation, its velocity will change. So a football player kicks a football to another player of his team who kicks the football towards the goal. The goalkeeper of the opposite team collects the football and kicks it towards the player of his own team. This is a situation. Also identify the agent supplying the force in each case. Let us understand this situation, that a football player kicks a football. So this is a first football player who kicks a football, right? He is kicking this football. This is a ball. He kicks this ball and he kicks football to another player. So this is player number 1. Now this is another player. So he is the second player, and he is kicking towards this second player. This is second player. Another player of his team who kicks the football towards the goal. Now once this ball is reaching here, he kicking it towards the goal post. This is a goal post and he is kicking. So this is the second time. This is the second time where the second player is kicking towards the goal post. This is a goal post. So he is kicking over here. Now the goalkeeper of the opposite team collects the football. So here this person who is a goalkeeper of another team, he collects the ball. That means he stops the ball, or he forcefully stops the motion of the ball. So here the ball is there, he stops. So ball is at the resting position over here, and then he kicks it towards a player of his own team. So second time he is kicking it. So here, from here he is kicking it towards the player of his own team. So 4 times, if you will see, this first person is kicking towards the second person is kicking towards the goal post, and here he collects it and he is kicking towards his own team. So this is the complete situation. Now let us understand how many times ball's velocity has been changed. So this is the first time when a first player, second player. This is the first situation where ball's velocity and number of time the velocity has been changed. Now second player is sending towards the goal post. So second player towards goal post. There the goalkeeper collects it. So here also velocity is changing. And the fourth and last time, again the goalkeeper who kicks it towards his own team. Now, who all are changing the velocity? So here the first player is changing the velocity. Then second player is changing the velocity. Here goalkeeper is changing the velocity, and in fourth also the goalkeeper is changing the velocity. Here goalkeeper is collecting the ball, so goalkeeper is changing the velocity, and in fourth also the goalkeeper is kicking the ball towards his own team. So third and fourth time goalkeeper is changing the velocity, first time first player is changing, and second time second player is changing the velocity of the ball. Question number 3. Explain why some of the leaves may get detached from a tree if we vigorously shake its branch. So when tree is shaken, what will happen? We are shaking the trees, but the leaves which are attached to the branch, they are at the resting position. So leaves tend to remain in their resting position. So when a tree is shaken, the branches of the tree are coming in motion, but the leaves tend to continue in their resting position due to their inertia. And why this will happen? Because of the inertia. That in whatever situation they are, they will remain in their situation, and that is because of their inertia. We are changing the position of the branch. We are not changing the position of the leaves. So leaves will remain in resting position due to their inertia. As a result, leaves will get detached from the branches and they will fall down. So here this statement is important, that they are in their resting position due to their inertia, and that's why they will fall down. Our fourth question is, why do you fall in the forward direction when a moving bus brakes to a stop and fall backwards when it accelerates from the rest? So there are two situations. For both of the situation we have to give the reason, and reason for both of this question is inertia. So when bus is moving and suddenly driver applies brake, so our body, where we are sitting in the bus, our body is in the motion along with the bus. But when driver applies brake, suddenly bus stops, but our body which is in the motion will not stop because of our inertia. Our inertia was in the motion and it will tend to do so. So suddenly when it applies brake, then we will move forward, or we may fall in the forward direction because our body is still moving and bus suddenly stopped. So what is the reason here? That as the driver applies brake, the bus comes to rest, but our body which is in the motion will tend to remain in the motion, and this happens due to its inertia, and this happens due to its inertia. So we fall in forward direction. We fall in forward direction. Then second case, when suddenly bus starts moving. So in second situation, bus is standing and passenger is sitting inside that. So bus and the passenger both are at the resting position. Suddenly when bus starts moving, but passenger has not started moving and it is at the resting position due to its inertia of the resting. So they will tend to do so in the same position. So when bus suddenly starts moving, the passenger will sit in its position and it is at the resting position. So they fall backward, or their body will push backward because they are at the resting position while bus has started to move. So the reason is, when bus starts from resting position, our body will still be in the resting position because of its inertia. So here again the reason is inertia, and hence we fall backward. Here the common answer between these two situations is inertia, and it is depending upon the inertia. And what is inertia? Inertia is the tendency of the object to doing the same thing until unbalanced force will applicable on the object. So hope this video has solved your doubt. In coming videos we are going to understand many more important concepts. So don't forget to subscribe, learn yourself. I'll see you in next video. Till then, keep learning, keep sharing.